Hey, happy day. Don't know what day it is that you're watching this, but happy day.
Happy day.
And this is Nik and Adinah. And what we're going to do is talk about ways to build intimacy. And these are not necessarily sexual ways, but ways for couples to build intimacy. And because we're going through a pandemic right now,
I could not find the answer to your question.
Your watch is talking to us. You want to start over?
Be quiet, Bixby. No.
Okay. He doesn't want to start over. His watch just starts talking. Okay. Talk about the bloopers reel.
There you go.
So what I want to do is talk about ways to build intimacy. And like I said, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so we're still on lockdown. Even though our city is opening, our state is opening fairly quickly, like this week.
Yeah.
We're still locked down, so we're not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. But the first one, ways to build intimacy, is go to church, do a devotional together, praying for each other. It's a very good way. Like, it takes 30 seconds a day to stop and pray together or pray for each other. So that's one way to build intimacy. What's number 2?
Yeah, number 2, cook a meal together. It don't have to be delicious, but it's just doing the actual act of doing that. Of doing it together. We don't do
No, because I don't like anybody in my kitchen when I'm cooking.
Yeah, I get the grill.
So, yeah, if you go outside and grill something.
So I get the grill.
Stay out of my kitchen.
Yeah, but there is, a way.
But that's a nice way. But when we went to the cooking class, we had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time cooking together.
So an option for that is if you have someone who's somewhat territorial.
Don't keep looking like that.
When it comes to the kitchen.
It's always going to get the spin, y'all.
There are certain places. I know here locally we have a Publix, and they do cooking classes.
Yeah.
And we went there. It was a lot of fun.
It was a couples cooking class. It was really fun, and the food was there, and they had,
Yeah, it was fun.
Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we would love to do that again. Travel together. That's a good way. Exploring new places together is exciting and challenging and also intimate, but be very careful. You don't want to argue and fight when you're traveling. I mean, I know with you, traveling is very important. We travel a lot, and so we try to make it a point, to just explore and find new places. One thing we like to do, we have a MOSH membership, a Museum of Science and History. Mm-hmm. And we go to different cities and make sure we take the kids to the MOSH there or the Museum of Science and History because we have a membership here. We can go to other places for free. And I know when we go to Kentucky, they have a really nice one. It's a science center that we hear Sid the Science Kid talks about. And apparently I'm a parent because most of you probably don't know who Sid the Science Kid is. But that one is like $12 a person. So we saved like $50 going to that one with our membership here, our small $80 membership here in our town.
Yeah, most science and history museums have a reciprocity, and that's what it is. It just allows you to go from place to place as long as you have a membership at your home location. Next one. Yeah, number 4. Okay. Because these numbers that's crazy. Go dancing. And once again, just like I said, the food doesn't have to be delicious. You ain't got to dance real good. You can have 2 left feet, but just go dancing. And a lot of times with all this stuff, it's not really about the act. It's the experience and the memories that get generated from it. So, go dancing. Some people actually, they might not even necessarily go dancing. They might go take dancing lessons.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Which they may not even actually go out and go dancing. But, it's always great when you can go and, have a good time with your spouse, hopefully not step on their feet too much and, just enjoy yourself.
One thing we've done is, and we're going to talk about this in our next video when I do a tour of my lady den, but we've always, even at our last house, we would just dance in the living room and, and so we'll talk about that later. Laugh uncontrollably. Mm-hmm. So just watch a funny movie, go see a comedian or, Netflix a comedian. They're all on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm. Doing the others' favorite activities without complaining. That if you want to build intimacy, if you like doing anything, whether it's going to a baseball game, going to the flea market, anything you try to go.
Oh yeah, let's go to the flea market without you complaining.
I need to go. I'm probably guilty of that one. This is my thing.
See, I thought you were gonna throw me under the bus.
No,
you said without complaining.
No, okay. See, the thing is, like, whenever Adinah goes to the flea market, it's all about negotiations for her. So no matter where we go, so we'll go to every booth.
I don't negotiate anymore.
Oh, you know what? It's been so long since I've gone. It'd be like 10 for $1, 12 for $1. You know, it's just all it's all about negotiating for her. So I'm like, I'm not going through this. So I just like stop.
He's like, I have the money. Don't even ask him. Don't try to negotiate. But
yeah,
it's not about the fact that you have the money. It's the art of negotiation.
Yeah, that's true. So, and it's kind of interesting that at one particular point she was really gun ho about going to him, and then I was like, I don't want to go.
Stole my thunder.
And she stopped wanting to go. Then I realized maybe I need to go. She's like, I don't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed the opportunity. But
you did.
That's it. So do it without complaining.
Because you were complaining.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
I'm trying to get better.
Yeah. Okay. Discover your love language together, and that's a fun one. We talk about that one. Discover your love language. Okay.
Yep. Write love letters.
Yeah.
I like receiving love letters. So that's a big thing, and also it kind of falls back into discovering your love language, because my love language is words of appreciation. So I'm really big on love letters. So write love letters, and I just kind of stick them in little places. One of my favorite things is to get a love letter when I wake up in the morning that's taped to the mirror in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I like those.
And the kids like those too. I write them to the kids too.
Yep.
Even though my letters to you guys are kind of sappy, and when I look at them, I'm like, you're so pitiful. Just stop it.
It's not sappy.
Hold hands is the next one.
All right.
And then which one you got?
Ask each other deeply personal questions.
Yeah. And we talked about that you can get personal questions on the internet all over. My hair is crazy right now.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. And then you can get them. And I often have 100 questions. And we do this a lot when we travel. We ask very personal questions to each other. And there's lists all on the internet. So feel free to get those. Exchange feelings. Next one.
Give each other a massage. I won't go too deep into that one.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Stare deep into your partner's eyes. That's a big one.
It is. The eyes are the gateway to the soul. So you look at somebody's eyes, it's very personal and can be very intimate. So it's surprising if you just sit there and just look into your spouse's eyes, just don't say anything. You start to feel a certain kind of way. You really will. So
will things start to rise? Am I embarrassing you?
I'm not embarrassed, no.
Okay, go ahead. Next one. Did you do that one or I did that one? Express gratitude. Every night, express gratitude. One thing your partner did that day, no matter how small the act.
The next one is reminisce. So this goes into, you can also kind of sandwich this with a very personal question as far as, how did you know I was the one?
Yeah.
Just kind of reminisce. Not only that, but...
that was the last video because I wrote down what I wanted.
Yeah, there you go.
And God gave it to me.
Yeah.
Last one is working out together. And actually, working out together, couples that sweat together, stay together, and pray together. And actually, I'm going to give you guys a reference for this. And I kind of compiled this list off of a few references that I looked at. So one of them was essence.com, intimate partners, 12 ways to initiate partnership without sex, or to be intimate with your partner without sex. And then another one was medicaldaily.com.
So why is intimacy even important to start with something?
Well, intimacy is important because it helps you to bond with your partner, and it helps you to get connected with them. Yeah.
Because oftentimes we think superficial things go away. And that's why they're superficial. But, you really have to have a deeper level of understanding for your spouse. And, the sexual aspect of it is good, but the sexual aspect will not sustain you. That's why it's extremely important to just have that intimacy with your spouse.
So now, you can grow and learn each other.
Yes, I've heard people say intimacy is intimacy. And I believe it. And that's when you are willing to be vulnerable with your spouse, and that you'll let them know at an authentic level what makes you tick. And also, some of your fears. It's important to share those fears as well, so that your spouse is aware of those and that they can speak to those fears. Okay. What other things we got, honey? Anything?
Nope, that's it.
Oh, man, you are rolling.
I am rolling. I didn't want this video to be long, so I'm cutting it off.
Just cut the video off. Okay. So as always, we're going to ask that you would share, like, and subscribe here. We want to thank all of you who have subscribed here. We have seen some growth, so thank you very much when it goes to our channel. So we're going to just keep trying to put out content as far as, really trying to support relationships. Also, if you have any questions, we mentioned our Ask Nik and Adinah segment earlier. We're still taking those questions. Feel free to either send us emails directly or to reach out to any of our social media platforms. There, we'll share those. And also, if you have not, please subscribe, like, share, and give us a thumbs up while you're at it. So, that being said, this is Adinah Johnson. I am Nik Johnson. Take care of yourself and keep loving one another.